Welcome back, everybody, and let me actually turn up the sound so you can hear them. Yes, beautiful cast, you are alive to the people of Coilandia.
So I took my India.
Coilandia.
I took my break a little earlier. Is Thimble done? Did Thimble get out of the camp?
No, Thimble hid in a basket of cheese.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just hiding.
Okay. Did Marcher find griffins? Did we resolve that?
Yep. I flew away with them while still invisible.
So they let you take the griffins, or the griffins listened to you, or something?
I mean, I was invisible.
Both griffins flew with you, though?
Yeah. I said I grabbed the, Yeah.
Oh, these fucking griffins. I wonder if there's any way I can make them fly.
They were good for once.
Obey my command. I know. I was just remembering all the trouble I had with them, and then you we basically returned them to their owners, and an invisible martyr is able to get them to move.
No, don't misunderstand. The owners are in the Wandering Woods. This is a completely different. These are a couple of elves in a human land. So completely different than an elf.
Technically, this is like a rebel faction because the elves just want to surrender and not fight back, and these are the fighting back elves.
Yep. Let me just get some music.
Except they're so excited to be fighting that they.
No, don't meta game this. We're gonna talk about it more if you want to at the end. But let's continue.
They're so bloodthirsty.
Okay, I mean,
they just attack random innocent clerics.
So you meet up with
Justin.
Me?
Don't.
I'm playing I'm playing the martyr here, and I'm guessing that I will probably travel far and wider than these elves. So history will probably tell my side of the story, assuming I live long enough to tell it.
Assuming.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is a rebel. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Right.
I was walking east. I'm guessing you meet up with me with the griffins at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and catch up to Ryan. I figured like my zombie.
That should be pretty easy.
Cloaks are pretty distinctive. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
and I probably have my flail lit to light my way. So I mean, I'm a beacon of salt, stomping down the road.
yes.
Probably having a conversation with your zombies. Thimble, get the fuck out.
We need to jump to Thimble, basically here. So Thimble.
Okay.
You wait until maybe a couple of hours pass. And the commotion starts to roll down.
Okay. I wait until it's very, very late at night.
Hours.
I wait until it's like 3 a.m.
Maybe we should play out Justin and I first, then.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I really think you guys should go first.
I think we'll go on with. I think we'll mount up our griffins and continue on without Thimble. Fuck. We can't split the party like that. I was not anticipating that. I wouldn't have suggested we. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so go.
We would have strategized better during the break. I 100%. Bowen 100% is not waiting for Thimble. Either that's walking by himself or flying on the griffins with Martur. But this is the conversation Martur and I have when we reunite.
You reunite. Yeah. I mean, you're reuniting right now.
Start filling out a new character sheet.
Oh, good.
I don't know. That's up to you. If you can think of a feasible way where you could reunite, where you could meet with us.
He could.
But, I mean, I just got stabbed by these people. I was driven out. I was escorted out of their camp. I'm not waiting around here. I'm going to the battlefront. I'm continuing my journey.
I think I should just make a new character at this point. Then
What's your impression?
I don't. I mean, we don't know her that well, and she's been really unstable, and she's been helpful a couple of times. But do we really want
to? She certainly does what she. I mean, we can't wait for her.
No, right? I agree. We can't wait. We have to. Maybe she'll catch up to her.
She may be captured. I'm certainly not going to vouch for her if they're like holding her captive and have her on trial. I mean, I would tell the truth, and the truth of it doesn't paint a pretty picture for Thimble.
I think we should just go deal with the orcs.
They're
straightforward.
Yes.
Although we did get some valuable information that the orcs suddenly united, like all the orc tribes suddenly united, which sounds very familiar. So there's probably another, magical compulsion thing going on that we can.
If Astaire wills it, maybe Thimble is alive and will escape the camp and meet up with us. But I think we have to continue our journey, and time is of the essence, right? The griffins need to sleep, don't they?
The griffins do need to rest.
I'm going to get a player's handbook and re-roll a character then.
Yeah, maybe worth getting that process started, depending on.
Yeah, I would suggest that you do.
I'll be right back.
Well, that's a surprise. We voted Thimble off the island on accident.
No, actually, no, you didn't. But still.
I mean, she might come back at some point, just like Theron might come.
But I don't
back
think. I think we're about to split the party, and I mean,
like irretrievably.
We can keep bouncing back and forth, or we can.
Yeah.
Introduce a new character for Neil.
No, there's something happening, and it's going to be very easy to introduce a new character. So that's the thing.
Can I roll a knowledge check on this Well of Lost Souls while we're sort of figuring out what to do?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that religion or
religion?
So it is a religious.
It is a religious point.
Go ahead and I had okay. 9.
Do you only know popular legends of it? It said that it's said that spirits that do not make it to the temple at the end of the world find rest in this Well of the Lost Souls. Those who have not finished their affairs in the world.
Did you hear that, Neil? The lore on the Well of Lost Souls.
That's my take on it.
He was basically saying it's souls that were lost on their way to that don't make it to the temple at the edge of the world. So maybe this is where Balrog's spirit is trapped.
Ooh,
it's possible. Maybe. It's possible.
Yeah, those with unfinished business or who do not want to go yet.
Maybe that's where it was trapped. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, so do we probably need to make camp somewhere and let the griffins sleep for the night, right?
Yeah. You are.
So we probably only get a little ways outside of town before we head off.
We can tiny hut it though. They're not going to find us. It's fine.
Yeah. Can we fit the griffins in the tiny hut?
Yep. 8 full-sized humanoids. So.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think, Neil? With Thimble might be able to locate us if we are.
We lost Thimbelina.
We did lose Thimbelina. So Thimbelina may be able to help you locate us if you want to keep Thimble, because we did realize the griffins have to rest, so we will be camping outside of town somewhere in a tiny hut. But maybe Thimble can find a tiny hut.
I mean, if you're not actually in a town, because Thimble's course of action would be, where are we right now? We're near Lofting.
We are in Lofting, encamped outside of Lofting is where you were. So there is a military encampments outside of Lofting, sort of like.
Okay, so what Thimble was going to do, if she was going to go where the griffins were, if she doesn't see the griffins, she was going to try and hide nearby and wait near the camp until almost dawn.
You know what? Let's jump into Thimble just 1 second, because I completely forgot of Thumbelina, and that's a very big part of the puzzle here.
How could you forget about Thumbelina? I mean, I know she's small, but she's important.
So let's actually jump to Thimble for 1 second, and let's continue because you guys are moving on. Okay, you guys are making camp, so it's basically we're spending the night there. So we can jump onto Thimble right now and see what happens.
Okay, so Thimble, once it gets to be like 3 a.m., the darkest of the dark.
Do you interact with Thumbelina whatsoever?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I'm gonna, peer out underneath the edge of my area, and I have night vision. No, I do not have night vision. But I'm going to peer out from underneath my tent.
The closest one you see a lot of boots.
Right in front of me?
Maybe about 5 feet away. It's like you see it, they don't seem to react.
Which direction are the toes pointed?
Towards you.
So a guy is standing like directly in front of a tent. So as he looks forward, he's looking directly at a tent.
Seemingly so.
He's standing staring at the wall of a tent.
You're not sure yet. No. I mean, maybe.
I mean, if his toes are pointed towards me, he's facing the wall of a tent.
Suddenly there's a sprinkling of moisture.
Okay, well, I will hold my position and wait, 15 minutes to see if he moves anywhere.
You whispering. Give me a perception check.
Ooh. 5.
You have absolutely no idea what's being said, but whatever is being said seems to be in the form of an order, and you hear it said over multiple times.
Okay. I still wait the 15 minutes, see if that person moves.
That person just moves a bit back, but boots are still pointing towards you.
All right, well, I'm going to cross my fingers and pray that I have a surprise round. Because clearly this person can't see me, so I'm going to take a full action on my surprise round and duck underneath the tent and leap at them and stab them. And I'm going to argue that surprise should give me advantage.
That is a surprise with advantage, but I want to let you know what you see. Is that you see a circle of guards like all around this tent, and then a couple of other tents around you.
You said I saw a pair of boots.
Yes, you saw exactly in front of you. You saw a pair of boots, and there is a circle of guards around this tent, and a couple more.
Okay, so I pop out, and there's the guard in front of me. And how far away is the closest guard?
Maybe again, like 10 feet away from each other. They're making like circles about 10 feet away from each other, and they're about. You can see maybe 4 guards, like with this one that it's in front of you, and you're not sure how many more there are.
This is a ridiculous situation.
Okay, I don't think you calculated how many guards you have, Chucky.
Chucky, that's hundreds and hundreds of people who are like constantly on guard. Like you don't have anyone that's not guarding, but whatever. That doesn't matter. I can outrun these elves because I can take a bonus dash action, and unless they're a rogue, I can just outrun them. So, I run past him, and I dash past him, and then I bonus action dash past him.
Okay, so as I said...
And I make for the river.
I'm giving you a surprise on this, so you start running. They don't take a reaction on this. And you're running for a full camp.
No, I'm at the very edge of the camp.
I don't know which edge we were on.
You would basically be at the commander's edge. You went down. That would be
the commander's tent is probably the dead center if they designed it well.
Yeah, but I had made
it's
my
like
way
a
to the edge of
Roman legion.
Yeah.
And I was making my way towards where we landed the griffins. And since we were coming from the west side of camp, from lofting, I would presume that our griffins were on the west side of the camp. That's where I was heading.
Chucky, where was the camp? Which side of town was the camp?
No, the camp was the town. Like the whole town was routed into a...
So it was within... Is it walled?
Yes. The whole... As it's a barricaded, this
is a town, and a bunch of military tents had popped up in the town. So we were basically in the center of town somewhere.
It's usually like a field or something in town.
So there's a wall between you and the river.
The town green, basically.
Probably guards manning the wall.
I mean, usually you can't... Usually you don't set up a military camp in a town. You set it up outside of a town because there's not enough room in town to house people. Or you house your people in the citizens' buildings. Except in the United States, that's now illegal.
Maybe there was only one new tent. Yes. Yeah. It's probably one of the few countries where that is illegal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't imagine
tents, there's no room to put them in a town. They sit on the outside of town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not in Chucky's world.
What?
Maybe not in Chucky's world.
No.
That's kind
of
what... So we were in a tent in the center of town?
Yes, you were in a tent in the center of town.
I was imagining it was a tent. I was imagining what Neil was imagining. Like, throughout the fight or whatever, I was imagining we were in tents on the outskirts of town.
It wasn't an intense fight.
In the town.
That's typically how you would station an army.
Okay. Well, whatever then. I guess now I'm inside of a
city, which is even better, even easier for you to head down an alley and escape. So there can't be more than a couple dozen dudes, right? I mean, I guess then there's all the militarized town stuff.
Whatever.
Yeah.
One way or the other, I'm making my way east through town.
Okay. So you're making your way east for town. There are people following you. You can manage to
he's
outrun
tiny
them.
and stealthy, and it's a city, so he can run down alleys and disappear. I mean, you can roleplay this out if you want, but I don't see how he's not going to get out. And maybe the gate will cause you trouble.
Well, whatever,
give
dude.
me,
I got like
give me
ridiculous
a stealth check.
climbing. I could just climb a wall.
Give me a stealth check if you try and. Actually, no. Do you try and climb anything, or do you try and hide? Like, what's your? Do you just run?
I'm going east. I'm sorry, west as fast as possible.
Okay, so you just continue on running. A lot of people see you. That doesn't seem like most don't react to you at first.
Aside from the guards who are surrounding that little encampment, I'm pretty sure everyone else is.
And they probably didn't. She probably told her men, but I doubt that rumors have spread about the assassination. Maybe they have. Maybe they let rumors spread about the assassination attempt. But I imagine they would want to keep something like that quiet.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You know, we'll see how they did it.
Many people see you. Yeah, none of them will react to you, and you just continue on running past, and you can still hear shouting coming from the guards that have been left quite a ways behind you. You are at the west gate out. The gate is closed, and there are watchtowers. Manned.
Okay, I look for a staircase that goes up to the wall.
Well, the staircases go up to, like, from the side, that go up to the wall, and then there's another one that goes up to the tower.
I want to go up to the wall.
Okay, so you start going up the wall. You can see a couple of guards on the wall, but they're pretty far away from you right now.
Okay. And usually the guards on the walls are looking outward, not inward. Usually, maybe not, whatever. So I'm going to go up the stairs and then just lower myself down on the other side of the wall unless anyone gives me shit, and then just run to, well, I guess there's a wall right next to the river then, because the town is on the river side. Yep. So why is there a west gate? Shouldn't there be a south gate?
No, because it's a west, because the lofting is on a road. So the west gate would be the gate to the road. No, that's east gate, sorry. No.
Yeah. There is no west gate.
There's no west gate, it's just a west wall.
There's probably a southwest gate and an east gate.
But there should not be a west gate.
Yeah, there's no west gate, sorry. I was mixing the river with the
Then
road.
I'm going to climb the wall, because I doubt there's a staircase right next to the wall next to the river. So I'm just going to climb the wall.
No, you're on the east side of town, Neil. You said you ran east.
I said I ran west.
You ran west from there.
Whatever. Okay. Sure. So there's probably not even a watchtower. There's probably just a wall. There's no way they have enough guards to man the whole wall.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to climb over the wall and swim across the river and head out into the forest.
Okay, give me... Actually, no, you don't need to give me anything. You just... I was thinking if you could swim.
Yes, it's 5th edition, everyone can swim.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
Also, if you're thinking about the size, otters are roughly that size and they swim fine.
I know. I'm just saying that's just stupid.
Yep. So you're on the wrong side of town. Does Thimble... How does Thumbelina react?
Thumbelina is woken up by the water splashed into her face, and she gets out and starts like flying above you.
Can she get out as I'm swimming? Like there'd be a pretty strong current heading
She's a
in
pixie.
that direction.
She's a pixie. She can. Okay. What the fuck happened, Thimble?
We're in the water. Shut up.
Okay, she's like flying above you.
Okay.
It's like
I don't talk to her while I swim.
Well, she just continues on berating your head. It's like, well, in the water. What happened? Why no lights outside? Why are people trying to shoot you in an hour?
Who's trying to shoot me?
There's a guy there with a bow.
How was he spotted? Roll a stealth check. Roll a pose perception.
There seems to be like a couple of guards with bows, but they don't seem to be pointing at them at you. Actually, it's just like guards with bows.
Whatever. I swim across the river.
Okay, so you swim across the river, and you make it out on the other side of the river, maybe in 20 minutes, something like that.
Okay. I think at this point, Thimble's like, this shit is not worth it. I am going to... she's going to head back to Valis. So she's going to walk across
She realize
the
how far
forest
Valis
to
is?
East Havenbrook. Yeah, she flew over it. She'll make her way to East Havenbrook and then hire some mercenaries and a carriage to take her to Valis.
Okay, so Thumbelina is quite like, why are you doing this? Where's everybody else?
There was some trouble while you were asleep, and the elves tried to kill us for us trying to save them, even though the elves were told to surrender to the orcs because the elves are all cowards. And fuck this shit. I did not sign up for this. Oh, also, our friends abandoned us. They're gone. They took the griffins. I think. Probably. I bet they did.
Okay.
So, what do you
Actually,
want to
you
do?
abandoned your friends. You started the fight, split, and never looked back.
The 3,000-year-old fairy just accepts this explanation without question.
You know what? I might be slightly tilting the truth in my favor, but I like this thimble. After 3,000 years, no one had named her, so I mean, I kind of feel responsible for her.
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen much of the world. I was born in that
Well,
cave.
let's go. Why don't we go travel the world and we'll go explore everything together?
Yeah. It's
Sounds
probably.
good.
Hooray!
I would estimate it's probably at least a month's journey back to Valis on foot.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna get to East Havenbrook and then have a carriage take me the rest of the
I mean, that's what I'm saying is gonna be the month journey by carriage, taking the roads. It's gonna be like a month.
Yeah, it'll be. I mean, if it's a fast carriage, maybe a little less, but whatever. Yeah, going across that forest is going to take a while.
Forest, yeah.
Okay, so
So Thimble has no way of locating us. Or sorry, Thumbelina has no way of locating us and doesn't.
Absolutely no way.
Okay.
So Thumbelina and Thimble have been voted off the island, to put it like that.
Okay.
And
I don't know if I'd say that, but they got lost. Yeah. We're not going to look for them.
Do you have any race or class restrictions for me, Chucky?
Absolutely not. No.
Cool.
I would say have a very good story if you want to play a dwarf, or actually
no. I was gonna play a half orc.
Oh,
what have we not seen in this campaign?
Okay, so Neil, if you play a half orc, we'll have to actually talk about it. I don't think you'll finish it until we finish this hour, and I think we finish Honorbound for this week. Do we do anything more?
Okay.
But we have to talk about it.
Okay.
I want to fireball enough orcs to get to level 6 or 7.
Level 7. Yeah, that was my original plan too. We'll beat him with my hammer. Or I can just fly next to you and we can firebomb them and I can cheer you on.
I think Thumbelina's motivations are a little suspect.
So we're camped on the other side of Lofting. Probably, I would guess, maybe a half hour, an hour outside of town. We probably traveled a little bit and then set up a camp in the woods and a tiny hut and get moving at dawn. We probably assumed that Thimble... I assumed that Thimble probably got captured and died and was killed. Or she snuck out, but she didn't make it. But she didn't find us. So we're moving on without her. And we get back on our griffins and spend another day flying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna move.
We probably head northeast, probably towards Ratgorp. I don't know if we'll make it all the way there in one day.
Right. So they told us that Fort Roke and Ordale got crushed, and then every other town surrendered. So,
yes. And I think the orcs are. I don't know. They've taken control of Fort Roke. I don't know if they destroyed it. I think they've captured it and they're using it. Maybe it's used to ruins.
But if we head straight to Ratgorp, we'll find some orcs to fireball, which is the important part.
Yeah. Supposedly Ratgorp, whatever, surrendered, and they probably fled. They probably opened their gates to the orcs and fled, or maybe they were one that's resisting. I can't remember.
Are we doing 4d6 or 3d6? Sorry for the interruption.
3d6.
Okay.
Did we do 3d6? But we rearranged.
All the characters have been 3d6, but you can rearrange.
Thimble was 3d6?
Yeah, he just got really lucky.
Yeah.
That's why your stats are so. That's why your stats are so shitty, right?
Wow.
I know. I rolled 3d6 and rearranged. Even the rearranging, I felt like I was getting lucky.
For the record, I said we should use arrays from like day one, but everyone was like, "No, 3d6 hardcore."
It worked out fine.
13, 8, 10, 6, 12, 10.
That actually sounds pretty similar to the stats that I had with Bowen.
Yeah.
You have. You don't. It's okay. You still.
Well, but I've gotten.
No, the idea that Bowen is not there.
But the raw stats. I meant since level 1.
I know.
And by choosing your race, you get bonuses. Anyways.
I don't know if strength paladins are a thing. I haven't looked into paladins at all.
Yeah, they go strength first, then whiz, or then charisma.
Half-orc paladin with a 13 with a 15 base strength because of racial will be okay, I guess.
Was he actually considering a paladin?
Yeah, I'm going to do a half-orc paladin.
Paladins are pretty cool.
I assumed he was being serious.
The auras are pretty awesome.
You know what? I'll let you take a Morgan on that if you want to.
Yeah.
But I'll say if you take a Morgan, you take the second one, even if it's worse.
Okay.
I mean, he can theoretically just keep committing suicide and re-rolling characters, right?
Yeah, but that's no fun.
That's no fun. Getting killed is fun.
15, 14. There we go.
Yeah.
8, 13, 10.
That's so much better.
Okay. That's good. You can keep that. Let's have some music going in the background. I don't know why it isn't. Because I did put something in. Do you guys hear music?
I heard it for a while, and it just stopped.
So how far do we get after a day of flying, and do we see anything?
Whatever, I'll just play music for the guys. So you guys, let's see what else. That would take 2 days.
I will heal myself to... actually, I was 1 away from full, so I'll just throw 1 more healing before I go to sleep the night before or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it looks like paladins are charisma secondary. Make sure you check that. Okay.
Yeah, strength, charisma, then whatever.
Wisdom or common. I mean, you can build characters. I bet you can build them in a lot of ways. There are probably advantages to even going charisma first or wisdom first. Wisdom will impact you. Or no, charisma is your spellcasting?
Charisma is my casting. Yeah. I don't need wisdom.
So you don't need wisdom at all.
Yeah.
They made paladins too easy.
Strength, charisma, con, I think is the ideal breakdown.
Yeah. Or even strength, con, charisma, depending on what type of character you want to be.
Yeah. Well, also you could go dex instead of strength if you wanted to do like finesse weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make it at the end of the forest. So you're basically maybe a quarter day away from the walled city of Lockgorp.
We're probably do we see any smoke on the horizon or anything like that? We're probably close enough to see that sort of.
You see a lot of smoke on the horizon.
Probably the entire horizon, like probably everywhere we look.
Most of everywhere you look.
Yeah. So we make camp and prepare for. We're probably going to see. I mean, probably halfway through tomorrow, we will be in orc territory.
Do we see any outlying scouts or anything from the air?
From the air, you see... So, Lockgorp seems to be still standing, though it seems it's obvious that it's been attacked several times. You can see forces of orcs on either side, like basically surrounding the city.
Okay. What's the range on fireball?
Not enough.
It's 150 feet. Okay.
Not enough.
I just had to check.
That actually isn't enough. I thought it was longer than that.
Chucky, what level do you want me to start at?
What do you guys level at? What's your XP and what's your level?
We're level 6.
They're going to hit level 7 at the end of this.
Not necessarily. I'm still about 2k away.
Yeah.
More than 2k away.
What's the start of level 6?
I have no idea. 14,000, I think.
Yeah, I think the start of level 6 is 14,000.
Okay, once level 7.
24.
You get start at level 7?
No.
Oh, what is level 7?
I'll put him halfway.
Level 7 is 23,000.
Is it 23? Okay.
Yeah, we can start at halfway between level 6 and 7.
Okay,
so that's
decent. The difference.
18.5.
18.5.
Right? No, yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Math.
It would be too harsh to put you at the beginning of level 6.
And now none of us have the same XP.
I'd make him start at level 1.
Such a good friend, Ryan. Such a good friend.
Oh, speaking of which, did we well, it doesn't matter to Neil now, but I never got XP for last session. I'm just saying.
You know, if I had leveled up, I might have actually hit that attack.
Okay.
I don't think leveling up to 7 would increase your chances of hitting anything.
No, but I would have been missed by a lot of that stuff because I would have had evasion.
Oh.
Yeah. Evasion's pretty
No,
goofy.
never mind. That doesn't make a difference in any of those things.
Okay. So, you guys... Okay, you guys are just outside of the, well, about a quarter, as I said, a quarter day away from
we go to bed, we make camp.
You make bed. So the problem here is if we go any longer, I think we're gonna go in a lot longer. We'll chew a lot more than we can swallow. So how much longer do you guys want to do? Because
I think we should just quickly summarize that we fly around tossing fireballs for a little while and level up, and then the session's over.
Doesn't work like that.
Darn.
Yes, doesn't work like that. Orcs are known for javelins and...
I mean, so, yeah. So
well, I mean, my fireball outranges
we
javelins.
drop ourselves in the middle of an orc camp and fight our way to the city, killing orcs.
They need bows if they want to be in, like, even the long range.
Yeah, so they would have disadvantage.
Just putting it, an army is sieging a city. They definitely have no bows.
Well, they're orcs. Orcs aren't famous for using bows.
Okay.
And they would be shooting at disadvantage. I mean, we would have... Yeah, I don't know how we would play it out.
It's a... so, put it like this.
So you're trying to wrap it up without letting us get to combat?
We can go to combat, but I think we'll have... It's going to be a way too long. I'm not sure. If you guys want to do it, we can do it, but it's going to take a long while. Combat usually takes a long while. Especially the fact that... It's your call. That's what I'm asking. I mean, do you wanna stop here? Maybe have the half orc with you, and the next session you wanna. If all of you wanna go on, we can go on. But I'm just letting you know that you're not you don't.
I thought we were playing for at least another half an hour. We can end early though. I thought we had decided last break to go another full session.
That's what I'm saying. If we go another half an hour, we might stop in the middle of battle.
What if we get to just about where the battle's supposed to start, take a short break, and then do the battle?
No, I would want to break now. I mean, if we're not going to be able to kill orcs, get experience, wrap it up.
It's your call.
Out of curiosity, how many orcs would we actually have to kill to level? I don't know what the CR rating on orcs is.
Depends on what type of orcs you're killing.
That's true.
They're probably CR1 or CR1 half or something like that. What are most? They should be 1 hit die creatures with leaders amongst their ranks that are higher. Yeah, but Chucky's universe isn't always self-consistent, so they could be scaled appropriately for our level.
Secondly, you have is the fact that there's a lot of them. So there is normal CR is like half. It's like 100 for normal orc.
But I honestly think that we could. I mean, you would set up.
Let's do it then.
I mean,
if you want to do it, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's what we've been wanting to do for the entire session.
Okay.
And you keep
sounds like we're going to take our break now.
So 100 XP.
Let's take our break and then we'll come back and do it.
Yeah. So Chucky, roll up those orcs or whatever it is that you're stalling for, and we'll slay them when we get back.
We can continue on if you want now. It's okay. I don't need to roll up anything.
Okay, we need to kill 60 orcs, or technically 59 orcs for us to level. I rounded up.
Just keep in mind. This is a whole army. I'm just putting it
I guess,
out there.
but it's not like a whole army can close with 5 dudes at one time.
Who are on flyers.
We're flying, so we're gonna we're probably gonna do a close flyby. You can make like a couple dozen random arrow shots at us at disadvantage. And
okay, let's take the break now and then come back and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chucky needs to prepare himself for the fireballs. He's not ready for the devastation.
Okay, so we'll take a small break and we'll see you guys then.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.